Hello, welcome back to Yoon Stories. Today is Jack Frost. Here we go. Jack Frost had a sister and lived with his parents on a hilltop of a mountain. One day, it so happened that Jack's father had to leave the town to trade his goods. But on the way, a tragedy occurred. Jack's father lost all his goods because there was a huge avalanche, and all his goods were carried off. Luckily, Jack's father was alive but hurt. Now, Jack's mother was a good young woman. She had brunette hair and hazel eyes. Jack loved his parents and his little sis dearly. When he came to know that his father had a close mishap, he was really miserable but thankful that his father was alive. Jack's father returned back home and his mother took care of him. It was the beginning of winter, maybe the second week, and the two kids wanted to go out for a walk. And on the way, they had to do a little shopping. Jack loved his sister, and both of them played all the time. Before they left their house, they took their ice skates and a stick. Jack really treasured as his grandfather had given it to him. Jack's mother warned them to be careful, as the lakes would be frozen, but with a very thin, weak crust on them. Jack and his sister bid their mother goodbye and told her that they would be careful and left the house. The two siblings came down the hill slopes. There was a little lake nearby, which was surrounded by forests. It was always quiet in that part of the village. Many people had told tales that there was something magical in that forest, and also it was not safe for children to trespass or trippers to walk by. Jack was a curious young lad who was in his teens and had a high spirit, soaring with braveness, and he feared nothing. He wanted to show his sister the forest, so he went inside, taking her. Now the lake was frozen, but not that well and hard. But it was surely dangerous to ice skate on them. Jack and his sister were skating, but when they came right in the middle of the lake, they felt something cracking. The lake started having cracks, and Jack and his sister were scared. But Jack had to save his sister and himself. He told her jokes and asked her to move slowly to the other part of the lake, which was closer to their home. She quickly reached out that lake and was safe. But as Jack tried to move, he was halfway through, and one of his friends threw a snowball on him. The ice cracked up and he fell into the lake. Jack's sister screamed and cried. She ran for help, and soon the village gathered out there. But the body sunk deep into the lake, and no one could reach it. Years passed, and Jack's family had shifted to another town, as his father got a job in that town. Very soon, Jack was forgotten, but his story was spread all around the world. After nearly 300 years later, Jack came back to life, but his body was transformed. Jack became a guardian of the immortal beings. He defended his presence by being real, by making children believe in him, and the other guardians as well. As a sign, Jack frosts all over the countries during winter. He frosts over your windows, your garden lawns, the roads, the car windows, everywhere, to make you believe that he still exists. And that is the story of Jack Frost. Hope you all enjoyed this story. Thanks for watching. The next story will be all about Frosty the Snowman. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this story. And I'll see you all in my next story on Yoon Stories. See you guys there. Bye bye.